In Elk Point, South Dakota, a group of athletes, officers, and kids showed up for each other today. And what happened on Franklin Street was about a lot more than a torch. KTV's Taylor Deckert was at the first law enforcement torch run, which turned into a unity moment for all involved.
Yes, Katie, the torch run is a chance to celebrate the athletes in Special Olympics while also raising awareness and getting cheered on by their peers. They prove that inclusion changes everyone involved.
We are the torch run!
We are the torch run!
If you've ever wondered what it looks like when a community truly shows up for its kids, this is it. Monday was a chance to appreciate everyone's ability.
Torch run!
7-year-old Riker enjoyed every second of the torch run with his unified partner Kayla, who trains with him.
Overtime just taught me how much those kids are normal, and it just teaches you like they're all just one big family.
They overcome incredible obstacles. They're truly inspiring. Don't always get the notoriety that high school football team does or things like that, and it's just really a fun thing to be able to bring awareness to the great things that they're doing.
Law enforcement and athletes carried the torch together, showing the partnership of law enforcement and Special Olympics.
It's one of the most rewarding parts of my career. I've gotten to meet some incredible people.
For Graceland, she is a unified partner with Anna.
It really shows like how much these kids deserve. They are not any different than anyone else, and they should get to do fun things like this just like everyone else does.
Kayla hopes everyone gets involved who has a chance to be a part of Special Olympics.
It is the best thing I've ever done. I joined a couple years ago and my little brother joined, and it's been the best thing ever. Just seeing the kids in this environment where they're so happy and they feel so welcome.
Whether or not you know someone with special needs, what happened in Elk Point today is a reminder of what inclusion looks like. This was the grand finale of Special Olympics events for EPJ. The next event will be bowling next fall. Katie?
All right, thanks, Taylor. Now, although EPJ is not participating in the Summer Olympics due to graduation, other South Dakota chapters will be heading to Black Hills State University in Spearfish, South Dakota this weekend for the 2026 State Summer Games. That's the next time you'll see the flame, where it will light the cauldron that kicks off the games.